Hello, hello, friends. I want to share with you from a book today that I found at a garage sale a year ago. It's so old, the pages are yellow. I don't know if you can see, but it's printed in 1949, and the name of the book is The Art of Living by Norman Vincent. I think it's pronounced Peale. And I have read this book so many times, but I got it by my Bible. And when you read it, this is written in 1949, it just fits right into the times we're living now. So I wanted to share a little bit. I mean, there's so much written, I can't share it all, would be too long of a video. But I wanted to share some. We live in a time of intensified stress and strain. It is manifesting itself physically. This is the era of heart disease, high blood pressure, and nervous breakdowns. These afflictions frequently have their origin largely in hectic and frantic minds rather than in physical causes. Willem Muldoon, the famous athletic trainer, once said, "Men do not die of disease but of internal combustion." Lack of a peaceful mind affects a man's poise, making him irritable and creating friction between himself and his associates. It distorts his judgments, dissipates his creative powers, and subtracts from life its richest meaning. Where there is no peace, there surely can be no joy in living, and certainly no creative activity. Where then is peace of mind to be found? In nature? Surely this beautiful world is designed to give man peace. Let him go to the mountains, far removed from the confusion of the cities, where the great hills, shrouded in their ever-present mystic haze of blue, shoulder out the sky. Let him watch the sunlight falling gently about the green grass or sifting down onto the black loam of a forest floor in the stillness of a summer afternoon. Or let him behold the silvery light of the moon on a white sandy road, or shimmering across water on a starlit night. In a book which was written by a man who knew all about human beings is a statement by one of the greatest of them, Isaiah. He learned well the secret of his peace. He writes it in the ink of human experience. You will keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you. He had often suffered a troubled mind himself, but had discovered that if he kept his mind on God, he would in turn to be kept in perfect peace. Is that really true, or is it merely the expression of a wishful desire? We find, first of all, that one whose mind is stayed on God will come to possess presently that's a hard word for me, to possess presently the imperturbability of God. Sorry, that was a hard word and a long word. So William Osler once advised all young doctors to be unperturbed at all cost, for how can a doctor who becomes nervous and excited probably handle a case? The advice is good for us all. We cannot meet our problems successfully unless we have a calm and undisturbed mind. What is it that with so many of us have a destroyed peace of mind? Isn't it the little annoyance of every day? People meet the big troubles of life: sorrow, tragedy, disappointment, and all major difficulties strike them, and some deep inner strength comes to their assistance. They are unbroken by the great storms, but the petty annoyance and irritations of daily life will often utterly undermine them. John Burroughs made a wise decision. One resolution I have made and try always to keep is this: to rise above little things, but that's not easy. Another reason why we shall find perfect peace by keeping our mind on God is that in a remarkable way, faith in Him, in His goodness and His constant care removes fear from our hearts. When I was a little boy walking through crowded city streets with confusion and clamorous noise all about, with hundreds of people passing whom I did not know, I became frightened. Then I would put my hand in my father's hand and look up into his face. He would smile down at me reassuringly, and I was no longer afraid. I knew everything would be all right, for my father was big and strong and he loved me, and that was enough. The situation fundamentally is no different when he becomes adults, we become adults and find ourselves in the midst of a dark and confused world. Put your hand in the hand of the Father. Look up and by the long vision of faith, see his smile. He is big and strong and he loves you and will take care of you. I mean, there's so much more to read, but that would make the video too long. But again, that's an old book I got at the garage sale, The Art of Living. I always keep it by my Bible because I found so much wisdom in here. And really, it doesn't matter that it was written in 1949, it still helps and you can apply it to this day. Anyway, blessings to all. I hope that maybe brought some encouragement to those of you who struggle with anxiety. I definitely had my struggles with anxiety, but thanks to God, He's always helping and on my side. God bless you all.